Would you please welcome the author of The Song in You, LaDonna Gatlin. LaDonna! Oh my gosh! I feel like we have so much to relate to.
Can we have a couple of hours?
Oh,
here?
you think? Woman, have a seat.
Oh, look at your toes.
Look at your cute shoes
Well,
too.
the shoes
It's a shoe day, I swear.
It's a shoe day.
Okay, we have a lot of similarities.
No kidding.
In the sense that you're the only girl.
I am.
With all these singing brothers.
Yes, yes.
And you know, I know Larry, and I know
I'm
Steve.
sorry.
I know
I'm
that's
sorry.
my line about my brothers. Yeah, I get you, woman.
Yeah, we get each other.
But you started singing, right, with your whole family?
Yes, I was born into this family. I'm the baby and the only girl after 3 brothers. And let me tell you, I have prayed for you, Marie. Because on my worst day, when I thought, I have 3 brothers, it could have been worse. I could have been Marie Osmond and had 8 brothers. So trust me, there have been days when I just thought, you know, God put you on my heart, and I just prayed for you.
Oh,
anyway.
you're so cute.
But,
You're so
no,
darling.
I'm the baby, the only girl, and I was really born into this family of crazy entertainers.
And it was
you know?
that way for like me.
Absolutely.
I just didn't know it any other way.
That's right.
And so were your parents heavily involved in doing that, or how did that all happen?
Well, they were not professional musicians as such. My dad played a little guitar. My mom was the piano player at church, and that's how we were raised, was in church, and that's how we learned how to sing. We were called the Gatlin Quartet,
Yeah.
and we sang gospel music, and really, my mother's, well, there's the photo right there. I think
Gosh, it looks like the Osmond brothers.
It's scary similarity.
No, it really is very scary similarities, even the parents.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so we just were raised in church singing, and I don't remember not singing. I mean,
Right.
just like you, we just, it
And
was
you
what
have a
we did.
beautiful voice.
Oh, well,
no, you
thank
have a
you.
beautiful voice.
Well, I had 3 very good teachers. Thank you.
Yeah, they sing amazing. Oh my gosh, Larry's amazing. They're all amazing. So you're on the road and you're hanging out with people like Johnny Cash and June Carter Cash and things like that. What you must have memories of being on the road, because you
Yes.
did that up until you were what age?
In my 20s, my
were in your
early
20s.
20s.
Yeah.
Yes. And I remember the dichotomy of this whole thing was I was being a teenager. I mean, these were during my teenage years when Larry had just gone to Nashville in the early 70s. So I'm in high school, about sophomore year, and my other 2 brothers are in college. And so Larry's in Nashville kind of making his way in country music, and he's working at WSM as a janitor,
Isn't
and
that
then
crazy?
singing and selling his songs, you know, on Music Row during the daytime. And then he would call all the 3 of us to come and join him on the weekends and would record. So we'd go into Monument Records and we, you know, made records with him, and then we'd fly back or drive back all night they to college and I back to high school. And I mean, I'd sleep through algebra class the next day.
Oh,
you know,
boy.
because I'd been in Nashville recording. This is the life you live right now, even to this day. You're amazing, by the way.
No.
She'll do a show tonight in Vegas, folks.
Yeah,
This
but
woman
that's
is
okay.
amazing.
That's okay.
Yes.
But
Wow.
this is why your story is so lovely. It's so intriguing. Is what caused you to walk away from all of this?
I got married. It's a very simple thing, and it changed the way I looked at my life. Once I married my husband, Tim, to whom I'm still married, 38 years. Thank you.
Yeah, cute.
Trust me, he is a saint to put up with me. But when we got married, it really changed my perspective on my life. And I realized that this whole country music thing was my brother's dream. It really was not my dream. And once Tim and I were together, I knew that together as a couple, we needed to be a unit. And that my husband's a fabulous keyboard player. I mean,
that's what was fascinating. Is he was playing for the group, and so your whole family probably thought, oh, that's great, all in the family.
Oh, they absolutely did. My brother's like, well, if she had to get married, at least she, you know, married somebody that was useful to the family, you know. And Tim said,
She's such a brother thing, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
And they're so prective of us. The
Yeah.
fact that they let me get married at all is a miracle.
I know.
Because they certainly wouldn't let me date any of their friends, if you know what I mean.
I know what you mean.
But I digress. Anyway, after Tim and I got married, we knew that we were a unit. I married my soulmate, and what a blessing for us. And we knew that still small voice inside of you that says, this is not your dream. You're living somebody else's dream.
See, this is what's cool about you, LaDonna, is you followed your intuition. Because everybody's intuition is different. Everybody, their path, you know, your God path, whatever you want to call it, it's all unique. So what did your family say when you said, I'm leaving?
To say they weren't thrilled would be an understatement, absolutely. Because I sang
to.
the high harmony part at the time. But here's the really cool thing.
So who did that? Who did that now? It was
Rudy does it.
Yeah, how did Rudy like it?
Well, he had to wear tighter underwear to hit those notes. Sorry, y'all can edit that part out. My bad. My bad. No, but really, my leaving is what forced them to have to change their sound and change the arrangement of the parts, which you understand that better than anyone.
Yeah.
And that became the Gatlin Brothers sound that they are now legendary for.
That's right.
So, you know, it's always, when one door closes, another one opens, that kind of thing.
So are there any regrets?
Oh, none. I will say when they won their Grammy, just a few months after I left, it was for a song that I sang on. And they were in at the Grammys, and I was in Lindale, Texas, you know, a newlywed with avocado green shag carpet living in an apartment. And that day when I saw them at the Grammys, and I'm like, could have been there. Nah, you know. So, but no regrets. Just I wouldn't be human if I didn't tell you that when I saw that and they won the Grammy and I'd been a part of that song, but it was no longer a part of them.
Your humanness is why your story is so fascinating. And when we come back, we're going to talk about how your life morphed, this path that you chose led you to do some amazing work, and also you fought your way back from severe depression. And when we come back, we're going to talk to LaDonna about all of that. Stay with us.
Coming up, LaDonna shares more of her personal experiences about growing up a Gatlin.
We are back with LaDonna Gatlin, author of The Song in You. And first of all, the book is fantastic, and everybody is getting it today in the audience. It's a great book, and it talks about your path. Now, you went from being a part of this musical family, the Gatlins, amazing singers. Thank
you.
Yes. And then
we could say the same thing about the Osmonds. Amazing.
You're very sweet.
Yes.
But the point is you went. Your path is what you called it, your divinely inspired path. And now you're this amazing motivational speaker. How did all that happen?
Well, I had a mentor who saw me actually doing a church concert in a tiny little church in East Texas, and he was already a very gifted and established motivational speaker. He saw what I did at that concert at that church just as a solo artist. This is while I'm still doing the mom thing, but I'm still going out and doing
And you have how many children?
We have two.
2 children.
And we have almost 6 grandchildren.
Oh, that's wonderful.
5 with the 6th on the way.
Boy, girl, your children?
Boy and a girl.
Boy and a girl.
Boy and a girl. So anyway, this wonderful gentleman just mentored me. He came up and said, how would you like to take your message outside these walls into a bigger audience? And he really hand-led me through the process of how to become a motivational speaker, and because he knew I had this story, and he just kind of drew it out of me. And what a gift that was to me.
So do you think that those are accidents in life?
Oh, no, they are not. They are divine appointments. They are divine appointments. Today, my friend, is a divine appointment, no question. All that I have experienced in my life, all that you've experienced in your life, has brought us to this moment in time. And that is that God path that we are all on. And today, you and I get to share it here, but there are no accidents.
You know, you talk about this path that we're on and sharing. I think sometimes people they try to make you feel bad if you've been through difficult things in your life. I don't agree with that. No. I think it's the difficult things and how you get through them defines who you are and who you become.
Absolutely.
In 2008, you said, what was it, November the
19th.
19th was one of the darkest days of your life.
It absolutely was.
What happened that day?
I was in the throes of major depressive, MDD, major depressive disorder. It's called anhedonia. And simply put, it means emotionally incapable of experiencing joy. I weighed 15 pounds less than I weigh right now. I was in a hole that was so deep and so dark, so hopeless, and I thought I was always going to feel that way. So in desperation, I took 31 Ambien, and God only knows what all else that day. And I didn't want to kill myself. I just wanted the pain to stop. And thank God my husband found me, got me to the emergency room, and I'm here today. And as I told you in the break, God took my worst day, November the 19th of 2008, and He has turned it into the rest of my life. It is now my calling.
Beautiful. Now, I just have to.
I can't believe I get to do this. I get paid to talk. Oh, I can't believe
But
it.
this is what you said, it took your worst day. What took you to that worst day?
I think the sense of utter hopelessness. When you are in that dark place, you think you are always going to feel like that, Marie. You've been there. You think you're
Well,
always...
mine was postpartum depression. Yours was.
I think mine was triggered by, okay, I'm going to say the M word, guys, menopause. I really think that was
the
my
reason
trigger.
why I think that's powerful is I believe that. I think women have it. I think men have it, and I think it can trigger. Our hormones are crazy.
Yes, no question. Ask
They
anybody.
can make you think things that are just bizarre and not
Absolutely.
normal.
Yes, and that was my trigger for me. In hindsight...
Or maybe it was our brothers.
Hey, let's blame... I say we blame it on them. I like that. I like that plan. That's a great plan.
But from a standpoint, because it's one of the major things that people go through today. What can you learn from it? What can you help somebody out there that is in that dark place right now? What can you say to them?
There is hope, there is help, there is healing after depression. Because I sit here today, a product of amazing grace. And I believe those two words probably say it best.
I couldn't agree with you more. Amazing. So here you followed that intuition within you, that life path. What's the mission of your book?
The mission of my book is to help people find the song within them, because they are the only ones who can sing it. And once you find your voice, it will redefine your life. It will either make you realize I'm on the path that I'm supposed to be on, or wait a minute, I'm living somebody else's dream. I want to get on my path.
And there's a difference between believing what your path is and knowing what your path is.
Well said.
And I love your courage in writing the book. I thank you, LaDonna, for being here.
Well, may I say, I had an awesome co-author, and he is in the audience today, Dr. Mike Marino.
Oh, how wonderful. Thank you for being here. And for more information on LaDonna's book, go to our website, The Song in You. Fantastic. Thank you so much for being here.
My great pleasure. Thank you.
We'll all sing.
God bless.